Hello, everyone. This is the College Gamers Podcast. For those of you who regularly listen, I didn't pronounce that right, but whatever.
Regularly.
Thank you, Taft. We didn't have a show last week, and that is because Taft and I both live in Baton Rouge, which last weekend experienced historic flooding.
Yeah, I think it beat the flood of '83 by like 4 feet or something ridiculous like that.
It was insane. We saw crests that we have never seen before. It broke all sorts of records everywhere, and so we didn't have a show because Taft was help. You want to say it?
Yeah. So I was out we were actually literally able to drive a boat in the streets, and so I was out helping people get to dry land, and then 2 also helping my brother clear out his house because it got water in it and stuff. So
yeah, this morning before the show, actually, I was helping someone tear.
Yeah, I've been doing that all week. It's been a week.
Yeah, it's been insane. There's still water on the drive to work. But yeah, the National Guard and first responders last weekend actually had to rescue 20,000 people. That's a lot. So first of all, thanks to all of them.
Yeah, definitely.
That was amazing. 12,000 people are currently living in shelters. It was insane, and it was really funny. Last weekend, I had a story about how the Jack in the Box at work, near my work when I got lunch, forgot to take the wax paper off the cheese. Yeah, and I was like, my problem seems so insignificant right now. I am a mere ant on the world, but yes. So that's why we didn't have a show, and it was insane. It was I had water at the end of my street. Fortunately, I didn't. Taft, I'm sure your house was dry.
Yeah,
as
my
well.
house was fine,
but. Right around the corner, there was flooding, and all through my neighborhood, there's trash on people's yards because they are gutting their houses, and it was insane. It was crazy. So there was no show last week because Taft, your side of the neighborhood, you couldn't drive a car. I was about to say I don't think I could have actually physically made it to do the show anyway. Which is insane. For Baton Rouge, this was definitely worse than Katrina.
Oh, definitely.
So yes, it was insane. If you're local. There are plenty of places you can volunteer. Taft, you mentioned one before the show.
Yeah, either the Celtic or the Celtic, however you pronounce it, studios off of Airline. They are a shelter, and they are in constant need of volunteers and donations and stuff. Yeah. So if you feel led to go do that, they're always looking for people at literally all hours of the night and day. I have friends that are volunteering from midnight to 6 in the morning.
Wow, that's crazy. For those of you who aren't local but you want to help, I was looking around. I actually found a GoFundMe. There's a sorority at Louisiana State University who are currently raising money to distribute $500 gift cards to families and students who were directly affected by the flood. And they could spend these gift cards on supplies required for the recovery effort, probably school supplies, because it's pushed the whole school year back. If you want to find that, you can go to GoFundMe.com/2JM9JM4. And other than that, Taft, anything you want to plug?
No, not really.
No? All right. But yeah, it was insane. And, thanks to everyone who were out there helping people. And it's really cool driving through the areas affected. And you can't get through the streets because there are so many cars parked because people are coming to help everyone.
That was that was actually one thing that was restored a little bit of faith in humanity.
Yes.
Was the nights that I was out there helping people me and my brother weren't the only ones. There were at least 20 or 30 other people out there in boats helping people get to dry land and saving people's lives and stuff.
It was incredible. As a community, we'll get through this.
Especially with all the racial tension that's been going on. I think that as bad as it sounds, this was almost exactly what we needed.
Exactly. Because police officers, they're out there helping everyone. They're
even okay, so I have a friend whose neighbors are super racist.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And now after this, they even built a fence because of the change in skin color. Okay. And after this, the fence got torn down, and they're helping one another destroy each other's houses. Basically,
that's
they've come together.
That's really cool. That's really cool, Taft. So yeah, we'll get through this, and that was why there wasn't a show last week. And I'm kind of surprised we haven't heard it's a little blip on the national news cycle. Yeah, but for us, it's been a week-long event.
All
right. Well,
let's get into the fun stuff.
Let's talk about video games. Let's roll.
This is the College Gamers Podcast.
Hello, everyone. This is the College Gamers Podcast, where we talk about video games as college students. It is a very important take on video games because typically we are too poor to buy all of them and play all of them. But Taft and I, every week, make an effort for you, dear students, like us, so that we can all enjoy video games together. I started that sentence not knowing where it was going. I hope it made sense. Good luck, everyone, to figure that out later in post. I am Mike, and I am joined every week by my good friend Taft. Hello, Taft.
Hello, Mike.
How are you doing this week? Other than all the water, you know.
Besides that, I'm doing pretty decent, yeah.
That is good. It was Gamescom this week, dude.
It was.
When did that happen? I didn't see that on any calendar.
Yeah, it really did just kind of sneak up on us this year.
But last year we did like a 3... no, you were out of town last year for Gamescom.
That was for E3.
No, that was for Gamescom.
I was here for Gamescom.
No, you were not here for Gamescom.
I was here for Gamescom.
Pretty sure it was... We'll figure this out later. Anyway, pretty sure it was
Gamescom.
E3. It was E3?
It was E3.
No, E3's in June.
I know, but...
It was in June last year as well. I checked.
Okay, well, I was gone in June.
What? No, you were gone in August.
I was in D.C.
I don't remember. Anyway. All right, now the whole topic's been thrown apart. Anyway, it is Gamescom this week, people. And, it's been kind of quiet. It started, I think, Tuesday for you people in Canada.
Yeah.
Right? And we've seen 2 or 3 here things, but maybe because Legion wasn't announced again. Like last year, they announced the Warcraft expansion.
Yeah.
So I was super hyped. But this year, it's been, I've seen a few things, but nothing that's really stricken me as, oh, this is really cool.
Not at all. In fact, probably the most notable thing about Gamescom was the worst thing at Gamescom.
What was the worst thing at Gamescom?
Or at least in my opinion, and I would say the majority of people's opinion, is the new Metal Gear game.
Oh, the Metal Gear? Well, we will have to get into that.
Yeah,
when
we'll
we get
talk
to the
about that
news,
later.
Because, boy, dude, you and I are going to I think we're going to tear that thing apart.
Oh, yeah, completely.
And I can't wait to play it together one day and just
And
make a comedy reel.
And us, actually, no, watch us both here just be blown away and think it's like the greatest game ever.
But how amazing. Exactly. Well, one last note before we get into the news here. Taft, this is our last show before school starts.
It is. School starts in 2 days.
It does. Oh my gosh. Are you excited for your first day of school?
Yes.
Yes
and no.
Is this our junior? It's some
Yes, our junior year.
Gosh, I am getting old.
Yeah.
I'm going to have gray hair soon.
I have gray hair already.
Do you?
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'll be sitting on the couch and Griffin will look over and be like, you have gray hair. And she'll pull it out and I'll be like, it's because you stress me out so much.
That's hilarious. That's true love right there, people.
Oh, yeah.
That is true love. So, tears rolling down my face.
Gray tears.
All right. Well, yes. You ready to get into the news tab?
Yes, I am.
Because I'm excited for the stuff we have to talk about this week.
And now for the news.
For people who listen, this is like the first time listening, I don't start off every segment by talking in like this kind of voice. I promise. All right, first,
it's like half the time.
Half the time. All right, yeah, I'll take that. I think that's a fair judgment. All right, let's start off this week with some exciting news. The game I'm probably most excited for, like as of right now.
Yeah.
Dishonored 2. We got a look at some of Emily Caldwell's powers. Her combat style this week. This is from some stuff from Gamescom, I'm pretty sure. It's a little 2-minute promo video that shows kind of her abilities. And the thing that really I thought was like the coolest thing is this new Shadow Walk ability. Taff, you know what I'm talking about, right? Where she gets low and she kind of crawls along the ground.
Yeah, that one looks incredibly creepy.
It looks incredibly creepy, but what I'm thinking is that the way it works is that you're invisible as long as you're in shadow. Because she gets low to the ground. She's made a shadow. She cuts people into pieces. That was really cool.
Yeah,
you saw that, right?
Yes.
If you watch the video, she picks the guy up and just cuts his limbs off.
Yeah, I remember that. She didn't cut him off. It looks like she rips him off.
Yeah, but no. Well, the thing is, they're clean cuts.
Oh, true.
So I'm wondering maybe she it's very possible she probably just tears him in half or something. That would be even cooler. But yeah, so I thought that was really cool, and I'm thinking when you're in like a shadow mode, you're probably invisible while you're in other shadows, because that's why she goes around and hides behind that thing.
It also probably also makes her it easier for her to hide.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I bet because it looks so overpowered the way she can like creep along the ground and hide. I bet you take more damage in that form.
Probably that, or it can only be held for a certain amount of time.
Oh, that's true. I can see that. It uses up your mana or whatever resource she uses. Yeah, but I was watching that video and she killed 2 robots. Robots are a new thing for the game. I don't think they were in the first one, unless I just completely missed that. But I'm thinking, how a major part of Dishonored is how many people you kill. In that first game. I'm really wondering when you kill a robot, does it count towards your kill count? Because when you kill more people, you had a grimmer outcome in the first game. But if I kill a robot, I'm not affecting anyone's life. Maybe that's resources taken. If anything, that helps the economy because they have to replace it, give people jobs to build a new one. That's too much like economic science to go into.
Yeah.
Right now. But I'm wondering, Taff, do you think that will count towards your kill count in the game?
No, I don't think it will actually. I think that it will probably those will be one of the things like you have to kill those, like there might be no way to get around that or something like that, Like it won't affect, like you won't have the evil ending, the good ending, stuff based on those guys.
Yeah. Cuz like they're not a person.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I can see that.
And they won't add like to the plague like it did in the first one.
Exactly. Do we know if the plague is still an issue?
I don't think so. We haven't really seen anything of it. But the fact that Corvo is still a person,
yeah,
like still somebody you can play as, and a lot of his powers revolved around that, maybe.
That reminds me, Taft. Who do you think you're gonna play?
Probably Emily, because her powers seem a little bit cooler.
She does have really cool powers. Okay, that Fate Link.
That is so OP.
That is awesome.
It's so OP.
I'm so pumped to use that. But I'm kind of split because from what I've seen, Emily seems to be more kill people. Like go down that road of like instead of sneaking by someone, you stab them in the back, hide their body kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because that's all the gameplay we've seen of her.
Yeah.
And they've really been like pushing her character. Cause I'm pretty sure because she's the new character of the game and we're already familiar with Corvo. But I bet Corvo's going to be the more sneaky person, that kind of thing.
That would make sense.
Yeah. I'd probably play Corvo just because I like his character.
Yeah, he's a cool character, but
he is cool. All right. Well, let's move on here to probably the thing you and I are probably most excited about talking about this week, or one of them, because all the news is awesome.
This incredibly crappy Metal Gear game.
Yes, take it away.
That is basically just a Metal Gear Left 4 Dead.
All right, well, explain. What is happening?
Okay, it is a multiplayer stealth survival game. You couldn't see me do it, but I was doing air quotes the entire time.
We could probably hear it, Taft.
You could probably
sarcasm in your voice.
You could hear it in my voice, I'm sure. So it apparently takes place right after Ground Zeroes, which I never played, but apparently like Mother Base goes through like a wormhole or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't remember that part in 5.
And everybody leaves, and it's like these few people that are, or this one guy, at least in the trailer, it looks like only one guy is left behind, and he gets put through the wormhole and comes out in an alternate universe in which like there's zombies all over the place.
Yeah. So
and they look like, what's it called? What was The Last of Us zombies too?
Do they? I never played
like
Last of Us.
They look like they got weird heads.
Yeah, they kind of like their heads have like rock formations.
Yeah, whereas the other ones are like mushrooms and stuff.
Yeah. Metal Gear Survival, is that what it's called?
Yes, that's what it's called.
Oh, this is
Metal Gear Survive. Actually, it's not even Survival.
Oh, Survive. I'm sorry. Metal Gear Survive. Oh lordy, this. I'm watching. I'm currently watching a trailer. I was watching part of it. It looks, they're in the base shooting through a fence. My first thought was it looks like Walking Dead. That prison scene. That prison part.
Yeah.
I don't watch it actively, but I've seen parts where they're at that prison and the zombies are just kind of up against the fence.
Yeah.
That's exactly what.
That's exactly what it reminds me of. Yeah.
So I'm really not too impressed. Taft. So what is that? Is this all we know? Like what else?
Yeah. Like
happening?
this was the announcement of it. So there's not much that we know about it, only what we can kind of assume. But this is Konami's first game, or first Metal Gear game. I don't know if there are many others, but first Metal Gear game without Kojima, the maker of Metal Gear. So
it kind of seems like they wanted, this concept they're going down right now. Maybe he didn't agree with it.
Maybe that might have been part of the falling out.
We're already the survival game genre is already so flooded with games. And in the past, Konami, is that the name of the studio?
Yes.
They've proved that they can make really unique games. Like especially their stealth shooters are obviously a cornerstone of the stealth shooter community. Anyway, I don't remember where I was going with that. It's kind of like spaced out. But yeah, they seem that they can make games that even though other people have made like stealth shooters, they always seem to put their own unique twist on it. And I'm kind of hoping maybe they did the same thing with this. We might be looking at saying, oh man, this looks like it's just another Left 4 Dead, whatever. There's going to be checkpoints. We're going to be shooting through crashed airplanes and New Orleans, Left 4 Dead 2. But maybe it turns to be something completely different. Like maybe they put their own twist on it, and the game is like really good. It's not just another cookie cutter of a survival game.
We'll see, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be a cookie cutter of a survival game.
You think so?
I think I think the stealth aspect of Metal Gear, I think they do it pretty well.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be interesting to see how that goes with a survival game.
But if they don't stick with like the open world and stuff of Phantom Pain, I'm not sure how it's gonna be.
Yeah. Was Metal Gear 4 also open world?
I don't know. Actually, Phantom Pain is the only Metal Gear I've ever played.
Same for me. But it will be interesting. It'd be cool if, because they're basically zombies everywhere, and you have these huge hordes of zombies, it'd be really cool if they took a twist on the stealth survival, where there's an overwhelming force that you have to hide from and then pick at from the shadows.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If they played on that, I think that would stand it apart from Left 4 Dead or I don't think we have a stealth zombie game survival currently.
We do, but
it's very possible.
They're not as mainstream. What's that one called? I'm drawing a blank on it.
There's so many. I'll be surprised if you remember any of their names.
DayZ isn't it? But there's one on Xbox. I cannot remember it.
I got you.
But it's there's another one coming out soon. It was announced at E3. But whatever it is, it's kind of similar. But it's not multiplayer; it's single player.
I got you. And that multiplayer, because I'm gonna be interesting. Because players have different play styles. In Metal Gear, you always had the option to go in, guns blazing, kill everyone.
Yeah.
That affected your character. It's going to be interesting for those people who want to play stealth. You say 3 people are together, they all want to play stealth, but then Leroy Jenkins in the corner there has a light machine gun and he wants to shoot the place up.
Leroy Jenkins.
So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. And, I wonder if they'll have some sort of system where you say, oh, this is my play style, match me with other people like this. That kind of thing. Well, anything else? Do we have a release date for that?
Wait, yeah. Also, real quick, basically all of the Resident Evil are stealth survival zombie games.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
probably because I had never played a Resident Evil.
I don't know why they didn't come to mind until just now.
I gotcha. All right. Well, do we have a release date window? Probably a window.
No, actually, I didn't see one.
Nothing.
Well, just an announcement that they're kind of doing it.
Well, maybe they're doing Valve a favor and just making Left 4 Dead 3 for them. All right, let's move on, Taft, to Star Wars Battlefront. Finally getting a game mode that both you and I have been looking forward to.
Yes.
When Star Wars Battlefront first came out, Taft, you and I were talking about how they didn't have a space battle mode, and in Battlefront 2, that was one of my favorite things about it.
That was one of my favorite ones as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were really disappointed. And we probably said like some sort of later content was going to add space combat, and I think we were right, Taft, because we got an announcement that we are getting a battle station mode for Star Wars Battlefront. Now, the battle station mode basically allows you to blow up the Death Star, and this sounds like so much fun. The map.
You get to blow up the Death Star.
Yes, we get to blow up the Death Star. Finally, Luke can get out the way and let some of us be heroes for once.
Let some of us use the targeting computer.
Yeah. Someone worked hard to design that. All right,
And then he just was like, nah I
son.
got this.
360 no scope.
Exactly.
It's 360 no scope. The Death Star. Lol, noob. Anyway, so what happens is that we have this new battle station mode, and it's comprised of 3 phases. From what I understand, the first phase is kind of a just like kill each other. So basically, the Empire is defending this Star. Obviously they don't want to blow it up too. Make sure your glasses stay on your face, Taft.
Yeah, that was.
All right. So basically, the rebels have to defeat a certain number of TIE fighters, I'm pretty sure, and they defeat so many TIE fighters so that the Y-wings can then bomb. From what I understand, you are destroying the Imperial Star Destroyer first. So basically, you got the really big blue one. For anyone who didn't see the movies, if you haven't seen the movies, stop this podcast, go watch it, come back, and continue listening.
There we go. Yeah.
And yeah. No, you had to finish this at some point, people. But yeah, and then they had to destroy the Imperial Star Destroyer, and then from what I understand, phase 2 is you have to land on the Death Star itself, and probably like a hangar or something. The phase 2 probably starts out with someone saying, "That's no moon, that's a space station,"
and if it doesn't, I'm gonna be horribly upset.
Yeah, and then tractor beam brings them in at some point. That's probably how it's gonna go. And then the rebels have to escort a priority droid, is what it's called, out of the space station.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. It's probably so that they have some sort of ground combat somewhere. Taft, you remember the Star Wars Battlefront has Death Star level.
Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite maps, actually.
Really?
That was a
I never
fun
played
map.
it, so
It didn't come up often, but when I played it,
it was fun.
it was that one I never selected, but when I did, when it came up for some reason, it was always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is happening, and then the final thing is you basically get to fly down the trench and destroy the Death Star. I'm not sure how it's going to work because the player who blows the Death Star is sitting in Red 5, so they basically become Luke Skywalker.
Okay.
So is it going to take the MVP of the game and the rest of the team has to defend him?
That's interesting.
Yeah, because not everyone can be, unless it puts everyone in their own solo games for that last phase, and then they have to blow up the Death Star.
I don't know. That's actually quite interesting. We'll have to see how that goes.
I bet you that for this, because someone becomes Luke and flies down the trench, I bet the Empire on this part of the map, they probably get a Darth Vader ship.
Oh, they have to, yeah.
Yeah.
That would only make sense.
Which for some reason he flies a bomber. I never.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't fly.
He
a bomber.
flies a modified TIE fighter.
Yeah, because I remember the bombers have 2 fuselages basically.
Yeah, no.
And yeah. Okay, never mind.
He flies a modified one. It's
Okay.
a little bit more stable
I gotcha. So why doesn't everyone fly that one?
because it's expensive.
Probably. It's
And
probably
he's Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. No expense is too much.
Exactly.
Exactly. So yeah. This is the new place mode. Taft. You looking forward to this?
No, because I don't have the game.
Why not? Why don't you own the game?
Just because I don't have live right now.
You don't have live? I always
No.
thought you did.
It ran out and I have yet to renew it
I gotcha.
because I'm poor.
You don't subscribe. You buy the cards.
Yeah,
I
I buy the year cards at a time. Griffin bought me a 3-month one. Actually, no, she bought me a year one for super cheap
Yeah.
because they were on sale a long time ago, and we just lost it.
Oh
That's-
man. How much did they usually go for?
$50, and I think she got that one for 30.
No, that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
No. All right. So that's the new, and that's really exciting because I have a friend who owns the game, and the only reason why I know this game is because I go play it on his PlayStation. So yeah, I'll probably go over to his house at some point and play this. It should be fun. All right, let's move on to Scalebound.
Yes. Customizable dragons.
All right.
What else do you want from a video game?
Can we just add this into Skyrim and stop talking about Scalebound? Thank you.
Yep. In that right there. No, so Scalebound is one of the new games coming out for Xbox One from Platinum Games, and so you play as I forget the guy's name. What's his name?
It's probably some
Drew.
weird-
That's it, Drew.
Oh, I was about to say it's always some weird janky like foreign name.
No, you would think so, but no.
It might be like Final Fantasy or something.
No.
No. All right.
Oh yeah, like it reminds me of that, but it's not. So you play as a character Drew, who is like I feel like he's like part dragon.
Yeah. He has like an arm, right?
Yeah, and he's connected to the dragon that you're playing with in this game, and so you get to customize the dragon that you play with. There are apparently 3 core types of dragons, which include a Rex, a Tank, and a Wyvern. Each one has their own traits. Obviously, like Tank is the heavy duty one.
Probably takes damage.
Yeah. Wyvern is the fastest one, and then this article didn't even mention Rex except for that one part.
Maybe it becomes an actual T-Rex.
Maybe I'm thinking it's probably like the mix between the two. It's like the middle ground.
I gotcha. Mid range, kind of. He can take more damage, but he's not as fast.
Exactly.
I gotcha.
So they're all those are the 3 types.
Maybe he's more support.
Maybe
That's possible too.
that is very possible. He might be more strength, whereas Tank's probably just more like taking a hit, whereas the other one's like Rex is giving a hit.
I gotcha.
But yeah, back on topic. So they each have their own traits and they each look different. But so the way you can customize your dragon is you can morph, which lets you combine the different types together, which is kind of why which is what I just thought about and made me think that Rex isn't the middle ground, because if you combine Tank and Wyvern, it gives you what Rex would be.
I gotcha.
So or you can combine specific traits of each one to create a hybrid dragon, and that changes the physical appearance and
I guess abilities.
and the ability slightly. And then you can also grant your dragon permanent buffs with parts, which these alter the physical appearance, but also change the elemental characteristics.
I see. So
from what I gathered from that is like you can have a fire dragon, or you can have an ice dragon, or a lightning dragon.
that's a lightning dragon would be pretty darn cool.
I know. If you can't have a lightning dragon, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep.
Oh, disappointing.
Because I do plan on getting this game.
Do you?
Yeah. It just looks interesting.
It looks interesting.
I feel like it's gonna have a good
the
story.
main character though drives me up a wall. He just seems super annoying.
Yeah, but I'm more focused on the dragon.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, but then you can also add armor to your dragon.
Oh yes.
The cool part about armor is obviously it looks different, but it can be damaged, and like in the middle of a fight, it can break.
Oh,
So you have to maintain it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So like it changes its physical appearance as it becomes more worn from combat.
Yeah.
I gotcha. That's really cool.
So, but yeah, that's the ways you can customize your dragon in Scalebound.
Do we have images that we can like send people to, or?
I did not come across any. No.
I gotcha. That makes sense. Probably want to save it for the actual.
I mean, I'm sure that there are some from what's it called, Gamescom,
yeah.
but the article I read didn't have any.
I gotcha. I wonder what dragon we've seen in all the demos, because there are like.
Probably Rex. I'm gonna guess Rex,
Why is that?
just because I feel like he looks kind of T-Rexy.
I gotcha. He's not. He's not
huge and bulky like a tank. I would imagine Tank would look like.
Yeah, but he's not scrawny.
And if Wyverns don't have front arms,
I gotcha.
So
I know that.
like at least in like normal mythology they don't. So I could very well be wrong with that. Is that a dragon book on your bed and we're talking about dragon?
I know, right? Crack that sucker open. By the way, I got dragonology in my room.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I was sitting there. I was like, wait a second.
Let's crack that sucker open and research what Rex is.
Exactly.
All
So,
right.
but yeah. So Scalebound is due to release for Xbox One and PC in 2017.
Awesome. But we don't have exactly a release like month, right?
No, it's just the year.
All right.
It's actually already been delayed once. It was supposed to come out this year.
Wow. So I bet because it was delayed, I bet it was excuse me. I bet it's gonna be like early 2017.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah.
I bet it's before E3. Before E3 of next year.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to a game I'm really interested in talking about. But that's because I've said that about every article. I gotta just stop telling everyone that I'm interested because everything is interesting.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get old very fast. But let's talk about Ubisoft's Next game.
See, I remember talking to you about this right after E3, and you're like, "Oh, that sounds okay."
That sounds okay. I'm not too impressed with sports games.
Me neither.
I'll be
But
honest.
This looks cool as crap, doesn't it?
All right. Well, tell us what is this?
So Ubisoft's new extreme sports game, Steep, has gotten its release date. It will be coming in on December 2nd of 2016, so it's coming up really fast.
Which makes sense when it releases in winter.
Yeah, exactly, which is nice.
Yes.
So,
for anyone who doesn't know, it's a snowboarding game.
yeah, it's not just snowboarding. In fact, I don't even think snowboarding's in it.
Actually, it is. There is
It's
snowboarding.
skiing. I thought.
They showed snowboarding.
Oh yeah, it is.
Snowboarding, also wingsuit and paragliding.
I know, which is so cool.
Dude, I hope they have a really awesome like kill mechanic when you run into something. While
They don't. You just go totally limp, but it's still kind of funny. Like your hand just clips a rock and you're like just dead. But they also announced a gold edition. They didn't say what was going to be in the gold edition, except for the fact that it will have the season pass, and so it will have the game, the season pass, which will include major expansions with an S at the end of it.
Well, I guess they're planning to support this game for a while.
Yeah, which I hope they do. And then along with a variety of digital content like outfits and equipment.
Makes
And
sense.
it also comes with an exclusive costume, but they didn't talk about what the costume looks like or anything like that.
I bet it's gold. It's probably going to be gold.
Probably for the gold edition. But for others though who pre-order the regular game and the gold or the gold edition, you will actually get a thing called the Moonlight Pack. It's night themed content, which would be really cool, going down the mountain at night and stuff.
That sounds really dangerous, but yeah, it sounds like fun as well.
You get 3 extra nighttime challenges, 3 new night outfits, which I would imagine glow in the dark, and then glowing equipment for each activity. So like your skiing, your snowboarding, your
I
wingsuit.
got you.
your
I see.
paragliding.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right because like the glowing equipment,
Yeah,
it just mentions it. So I wonder if the 3 night outfits are different.
yeah. They probably. I would still say they glow, but they probably don't glow the same as the ski and stuff like that.
I got you.
And then what I think is going to be what is going to cause some really cool video. Like the thing I'm most excited about this game is the video reels
Yeah.
that we're going to see from this. The wingsuit rocket flare.
What is that? Is like I guess the flare that follows you and leaves like a smoke trail or something.
What I'm thinking, because I didn't have time to see the video. What I'm thinking it is like when you're going out, you know how for like jets and stuff like that, when they do the flares, it shoots out flares behind them.
Oh,
I bet you that's what it is.
That's actually really
It's
cool.
gonna be really cool. Like you go through like a rock formation that has like a hole in the center and just flares.
Flares everywhere. That
Or
actually
like
sounds like a lot of
you're
fun.
playing with your friend and flares right in his face.
Flares. Oh, can't see. Oh, rock. Oh, clip my hand.
My hand, no,
Going
dead.
limp. Can't feel my body. I gotcha. Well, Taft, I'm not too impressed by this game. I'm really not. No, don't look at me like you're about to murder me just yet, because I've never been like a big like play sport games on like as video games kind of guy. Like,
Yeah.
I never played any of the FIFA or Madden. I know the Xbox 360 also had that. There was this big snowboarding game for a while.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I actually have it. I hate that game.
Do you?
I hate that
So
one.
it's that's what I'm thinking about. So it's very possible that my taste of snow themed games has been tainted somehow by.
Yeah, maybe because did you ever play like the Shaun White snowboarding one?
No, I don't think so.
Well, that one was actually a lot of fun. I'm actually looking at a picture of the glowing stuff right now.
Yeah.
Actually, just one of them's like a glowing skeleton. That is so cool.
That sounds really awesome.
I know. Okay, but yeah, back to what we were saying. What were we saying?
We were talking about why you had a bad snowboarding
I just
game.
didn't like the controls for it or anything like that.
I gotcha.
But I did really enjoy this Shaun White snowboarding one because it was kind of like a Tony Hawk game with a snowboard instead of a skateboard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
you get those snowballs at people, which was really funny.
That's why they're snowboarding, knock
Yeah.
them over.
Exactly.
Nice. I know. Oh, there was this one I used to play a while ago. Where I watched my friend play it. Where you could like snowboard as the Abominable Snowman.
That sounds awesome.
I forgot what game. That might have been GameCube actually. I'm digging in the back of my memory filing cabinet, and it's pretty far back there. About to hit the end actually. But wow, that was a weird analogy. But yeah, so this doesn't sound appealing to me. Because it sounds like fun, but I'm wondering if they want to make it super realistic, they should make players do the hike up as well. Spend all that time hiking.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
What I thought was really cool is that you can go down the mountain and save a path and then share it with people. I thought that was really cool.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you can. Another a thing that I think is really cool and kind of like brings together like that this is supposed to be like not just a I'm playing, but like a community game.
Yeah.
Say you run across somebody while you're doing it, you can actually
knock them over.
I don't know.
Darn.
Probably. But you can actually pause the game and stuff, like pause and rewind and stuff, but you can actually pause the game, like pause and look at what they had just done and like from their point of view see what was happening.
That's cool.
So if you see some guy pull like just the bitchinest stunt, like backflip and all that, or see some dude just wipe out ridiculously, you can see what happened through their point of view.
Or like I'm assuming maybe a camera you can like move around freely, a free camera.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
That's probably a thing you can do. That's really cool, actually.
Yeah,
you're right. I'm excited to see the videos that come out of this game.
it's gonna be great.
I will not play it though. I probably won't play it.
I'm gonna play it. I'm so cool.
Yeah, I am cool because I play Overwatch, and few trolls. You were done, right?
Yeah, I was done.
All right, just making sure. So for you trolls out there who's like, oh, I play Overwatch, GGEZ. No longer are you able to say GGEZ. And for those of you who don't play Overwatch, or aren't trolls or have interacted with a troll, first of all, you're blessed for not interacting with a troll. But GGEZ is basically GG space EZ, the letters. It's all letters. And I see it pretty often. I see it at least once a game. Every time I play Overwatch, and it's basically saying like, "Good game, easy win," or you suck. Well, Blizzard, the almighty fair lord themselves, is putting an end to your trollish antics, you trolls. So go back to your cave or under your bridge and you think about what you did, because no longer can you say the words GGEZ, but instead the chat will automatically replace it with a funny phrase, such as, well played, I salute you. I'm wrestling with insecurity issues in my life, and I thank you all for playing with me. It's past my bedtime. Please don't tell my mommy. Gee whiz, that was fun. Good playing. I feel very, very small. Please hold me. So those are
That's awesome.
It's only a small sample of what it will replace that phrase with. But it's really cool to see. It's really cool to see Blizzard like trying to like get rid of like people trolling the other team kind of thing.
Yeah.
You can also if you also say GGEZ without a space, it automatically corrects it. There are also easy ways to get around this, saying GG and hit enter, and easy hit enter. If you break the message up,
Yeah.
you can always get around it. Not be like a negative Nancy about this. It's really good they're trying, and it might work once. Actually, probably twice, because they'll think, I didn't type that, and like try to type it in again. But like they haven't replaced other things. Like they used get wrecked as an example, and it doesn't like get rid of that. So like common gamer slang. But they probably see GGEZ a lot, so they were like, all right, we should do something about this.
Yeah.
So yeah, little fun thing for those of you who play Overwatch. Yeah, it was fun. Oh, by the way, at work, we convinced 2 of my coworkers to get Overwatch as well. So now our whole squad can team up and play Overwatch. And it'll be great.
There you go.
We will kick glorious Bahini.
Bahini.
Yes, I switched words mid-word. Get over it. It's my new word now, Bahini. It means a declaration of freedom. That's the. So when we succeeded from England, we
didn't succeed from England. We seceded.
Whatever. We seceded from England. We made a Bahini.
We made a Bahini. Okay.
Yes. So there's a new word. I suspect it to be a trending Bahini. B-E it's B-A-H-I-N-N-Y.
N-N-Y?
Yeah, but no, that's Bahini.
Yeah.
Bahini. Oh God, this is too much thinking for a podcast.
Okay, let's move on before Mike's head explodes.
All right, Bahini. I expect that to be trending in an hour. People, get on it. All right, let's move on to probably Taft. I think this is one of your favorite
Yes.
series.
Yes.
And especially your favorite character in said series, correct?
Definitely like if not, it's up. He's up there for like he's tied with my for number one.
All right, well, go on.
So PS4 and Xbox One maybe getting the best like Assassin's Creed trilogy out there. The Ezio trilogy, the one with Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Assassin's Creed Revelations. So, this is all rumor and conjecture because none of this has been confirmed even a little bit. But so, Korean rating boards, which is like or NeoGAF saw on Korean rating boards, which has become incredibly notorious for leaking games and screenshots and all kinds of stuff.
Way to go, Korea.
Yeah.
Way to go.
They noticed some a thing called the Ezio and the Assassin's Creed the Ezio collection, which is different than the what was the other one called?
The sort of
it was Ezio trilogy, just the Ezio trilogy. Yeah,
I gotcha.
Which came out on PS3. So the thought is that we might be seeing a remaster of these 3 Assassin's Creed games coming to Xbox.
Now, we think it's a remaster because they're already backwards compatible, right?
Yes, because at least 2 is already backwards compatible.
Okay. I gotcha.
Brotherhood and Revelations are not, but I would love to see a remaster of these.
I would love to too because I remember I had to actually borrow your copies of Revelation and Brotherhood, and they were the best Assassin's Creed games I ever played.
I would love to see it with the new graphics, but also add in the new movement system.
Oh yeah,
or at least make it smoother.
They bring back the old movement system. I might not be happy.
I mean, I always really liked like just holding A to climb up.
Yeah,
I would enjoy for them to add the B part to climb down.
Yeah.
But the new one that they had in what's it called Syndicate was you hold the right trigger to go to free run straight, and if you hold A to climb up and then B to go down, which was nice, but it got confusing at times because I would always just basically run and hold A
Yeah.
But
that you have a complex thing like running and climbing. You can only put on so many buttons before it confuses people.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't too many buttons. It's just it was strange because it wasn't what I was used to.
I gotcha.
But yeah, so I would really love to see a remaster of these 3. That'd
Definitely.
be really fun. But yeah, so
because Ezio was such a good character.
he was. But like I was saying, he's like my number 1, tied with Edward Kenway. I really liked Edward.
Who was Edward?
He was from Black Flag.
Oh yeah, I didn't play that game.
Yeah.
I haven't played any Assassin's Creed since 3, which is over there on the shelf, the install box.
You need to play.
I think I got it for like my 18th or 19th birthday.
Nice.
Kami gave it to me, actually.
You need to get what's that one called? Black Flag.
Black Flag?
Yeah.
That came out after 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it takes place before 3.
All right. Now I'm confused already.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I mean, the one that's about to come out takes place before all of them.
There's a new one coming out?
Yeah.
Which one?
It hasn't been like given a name or anything like that, but because it's not getting released this year, it's getting released next year.
Okay. Because they switched to an every other year cycle, right?
Which I'm excited for.
Because we
do know. I'm sorry. It's Assassin's Creed Empire.
Empire. Is it not Civil War yet?
No, not quite.
I'm so excited for a Civil War. Like, the Civil War was actually a war between assassins.
That would be really cool because you could have the black powder weapons.
Yeah.
Like change out. Yeah, it'd be cool.
It would be cool.
That was one thing that I thought they could have done a little bit better in 3 was the black powder weapons.
Yeah. I gotcha. I don't remember well enough to comment on that.
I do.
That's like I'm scarred in the night.
It keeps me up at night.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
we have a release date for this?
No, because it's still conjecture.
Still? Oh yeah, we don't know.
We don't even know if this is happening.
This is a theory, everyone.
This is a very popular theory.
Theorize, Illuminati, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
I got it. Well, okay. Let's say it's a remake. Would you buy that?
If it were all 3 together for a price of $60, yeah.
Yeah, for like so they're older games, but they remade them.
Yeah, I would buy them. I would buy them all 3 for $60.
What about like 80 or 90?
No.
You think too much for that? Because it is 3 games, and they've remastered all of them, which is it's a significant amount of work. Especially if they improve the movement system or add 2 or 3 things.
Yeah.
So you would 80 not?
80? No, I'm not going to pay $80. I won't play. I rarely pay $80 for a brand new game.
I gotcha. If a brand new game is $80, that's an expensive game.
I mean, plus tax and stuff like that, you know?
Oh, I got you. All right, well, let's move on to our last piece of news this week. Some people are calling this a sin against humanity. The South Park, A Fractured But Space Hole, has they're calling it a nostrulus rift. So when I first heard whiffs in the wind of this device, I really thought it was just a joke put on by the creators of the game. I didn't know they were actually going to make these things and let people use them. That is right. At Gamescom right now, they have apparently 10 of these demonic constructions on site. So people can use them, and it is hilarious. I definitely recommend going to Polygon and checking out the article because it is actually really funny. Like, it's probably one of my favorite things I've read in a while. Yeah. So apparently it uses oils to generate certain smells. It's triggered by a command button that you press to make you fart, but it also launches you in the air.
What?
So basically you're propelled by your own flatulence up into the air. But it's really funny because apparently the smell doesn't go away. Instead, as you use the fart button, the smell just builds on itself.
Oh, jeez.
And even after you take it off, the smell lingers. And according to the writer of this article, they have they have blown their nose 7 times that day already, and the smell has not gone away.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, and apparently they had smelled some very terrible things in their life.
Probably, if it's oils and stuff like that, I bet you it's kind of soaked in on their skin a little bit.
Oh, definitely. Also, Taff, for future reference, please don't pimp slap the mics. Thank you.
Don't tell me what you do to my mic. Mike.
So yeah, so apparently these things smell pretty horrible. Which is good because that's what their purpose was intended. But unfortunately, they will not be for retail. So I think it's a blessing and a curse because we will not get to experience the wonderful thing that is the nostrulus rift. All right, Taft. Would you like to? Thank you, Taft. Would you like to talk about what games we've been playing? Because we've had 2 weeks to play games.
Yeah, and I've played none.
Oh, really? Because some big games have come out over the week.
Yeah, big games that I can't play.
Sounds good.
What games are we playing?
All right, Taft. First of all, this week, what have you played? Have you had time to play
I have
anything?
not had time to play much.
Not at all?
Not the week before the flood, I was working a lot.
I gotcha. That's good.
Yeah.
You got those hours in.
Yeah. And then after the flood, I was out of power for a couple of days, but then also I've just been helping people, a couple of my friends at their house and stuff.
I gotcha. We're the cause for not playing video games.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I've been playing No Man's Sky.
I did actually. Let me rephrase that. Me and my friends, we did hang out one day and play a little bit of Kingdom Hearts together.
I gotcha.
All just hanging out and doing that. That was fun. I love that. I love that game. It's a very fun game.
Well, you've been helping a lot of people. You deserve to relax.
Yeah.
That's really good. I've been playing No Man's Sky. I still don't know where I land on that game. It is everything they promised, I think. At the same time, it is kind of boring.
Really?
It's fun to hop between solar systems and go towards the center of the universe. At the same time, though, the inventory system, it starts out small and it's kind of a pain in the butt to manage because you need weapon upgrades, you need other upgrades, but they also take item slots, which also can be used for minerals and supplies you need that you can sell and stuff. And it just doesn't capture my attention. I don't really want to play it for more than 2 hours.
Okay.
I find myself putting it down, playing something else, and then coming back and playing a little bit more, getting bored and leaving. I don't seem to stick to it. And I decided my fate in the universe will be a space pirate.
Okay.
So I haven't been buying them, but I've been making a lot of weapon upgrades. I currently have over 1,250,000 units.
Jeez.
So I think I'm pretty wealthy.
Yeah.
Sounds some of the ships I want to buy are 3 million. So I got some.
You're not too far off though.
No, I'm getting there.
You're about third way there.
Yeah, I can make 200,000 a trip.
Okay, that's not bad.
Especially if I figure out what things sell really well.
Yeah.
At certain spaces, but I'm just it's okay. It's okay. It's not my favorite thing ever. It's not my favorite game ever. Especially because since we've heard of No Man's Sky, they've released a lot of games that I think do it better.
Yeah.
Elite Dangerous is a lot of fun. That's the graphics are better and it's more. I think that's more space oriented. For those of you who want ultra realism, there's always Space Citizen, which I like.
Star Citizen, you mean?
Star Citizen, sorry, not Space Citizen. But Star Citizen's really cool because you can walk around the inside of your ships.
I've heard nothing but good things about Star Citizen.
But you also be super wealthy to play that game because I was browsing the ships. Some of them I saw one that cost $275.
Oh my god!
You have to buy a ship and you have to buy insurance for the said ships.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the thing you have to do. But it's Star Citizen, so they're adding the extra level of realism.
Yeah,
people who can afford more like luxurious items get them. So I understand that level of realism, but at the same time, it does remove some role play because if you can't afford $270 to spend on a digital item, you don't have that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not disappointed by No Man's Sky, but I'm not super hyped about the game either.
Do you think that this flop is going to have anything to do with No Man's Sky? Like, do you think it adds or lowers the chance of it going to Xbox?
I don't know. I think if it is a flop, then I bet it goes to Xbox.
I was about to say, yeah, I think it would add to it because they're like, okay, well, let's try to get it to some more people.
Yeah, we need to break even or we need to make money off this. We need to go to Xbox. I wouldn't call it a flop though, because they're patching a bunch of things and fixing it for people.
I've heard a lot of people refer to it as a flop, like they play it for like an hour or two and return it because they just didn't like it.
It is very slow paced at first.
Yeah.
And I say it first, hoping it gets better because it's still slow for me.
Yeah.
But I'm really hoping it gets better. I don't want to jump the gun and say it's a flop, but it's 58% on Steam.
That's pretty low.
That for Steam, that is low.
Yeah.
And especially for how early it's been. But I would like to see how the recent patches fix the game. I think that's gonna be interesting. But I've been playing No Man's Sky and Taft. Oh my god, dude! Since the last time we recorded, I have caught the Hearthstone bug.
Oh jeez.
I don't know what happens. But for CreateCon, I listened to an episode of The Angry Chicken to catch up on that because it's a podcast I enjoy, but I don't listen to it as often because a lot of AIMU stuff was removed from Stitcher because Stitcher was messing something up. But it's long story short is that I haven't got to listen to it lately.
Yeah.
And I listened to one episode and was like, okay, I want to play some Hearthstone. That game sounds like a little bit of fun. And I did. And the past 2 weeks, on top of that, I've been enjoying the Old God expansion, which came out before school ended, apparently.
Jeez.
I just missed that bus altogether. On top of that, last week, a new adventure came out called One Night in Karazhan, and it's like a disco-themed expansion.
I've seen that, yeah.
It is so much fun, dude.
Yeah.
It is so much fun. The bosses are hilarious. There is one game mode, a chess game mode.
Yeah.
Because one of the bosses is a chessboard.
Okay.
And it changes the game. It flips the game on its head. The way characters attack. If you haven't played it, I definitely recommend it. It is a $20 like for the whole adventure, and it's a lot of fun. Like I spent like last week on Thursday, I could not wait for lunch break so I could go and play it. And I don't know what my deal is. I've been playing so much. I've been really perfecting I've been trying to perfect my decks. I've been spending time on ladder. At work, I've been watching the championships from last year.
Yeah.
Like it's running in the background, like peeking over to see what their strategies are. I don't know what the deal is, but I have seriously caught the Hearthstone bug 2 years late because I've hopped in and out of Hearthstone in the past.
Yeah.
For like a few weeks. I enjoy it, but then leave. But I have never stuck around to the game this long and enjoyed it this much. I don't know because it's a void of other games, like other Blizzard games to play, especially with like Legion ramping up. This kind of a void in World of Warcraft. But I've been enjoying it so much. It is so much fun.
That's good.
So yeah, that's what I've been playing. I found a really awesome shaman deck, and I've been playing the.
Yeah, I was about to ask, how's your shaman going? Because I remember in the last podcast we did, you were talking about you doing a shaman deck.
Yes, I've been making a shaman deck, and I've been perfecting it, crafting it, like theory crafting of different cards. Like, oh, how does it change with this card? And
like Michelangelo crafting the David,
exactly,
exactly, perfect,
exactly. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I don't know why that bug came out of nowhere, but I've really been enjoying it. So yeah, That's really it. Other than the occasional, like, turn my brain off, play a little GTA 5. I don't know why, but, like, I'll hop on GTA 5 for, like, 30 minutes at a time.
You know, you always got to just de-stress a little bit and run over some pedestrians and
Exactly.
shoot some hookers.
It is so much fun, especially you get one of those high cars so people don't stop you, but you still hit them in the head and just, like, drive down the beachfront.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds a little crazy.
Only a little.
All right. Well, I think it's a show, Taft.
That's a show.
I think that is a show. It was good to record again, man. I tell you, I felt like this past month we've been a little spotty on shows. You know, we've had like a guest on or two because you had missed a show.
Yeah.
Dills was on the last one, and it felt like a long time since he was on the regular show. That might just be me.
Yeah, I feel like it has been. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really cool. I like doing this whole podcast thing, man. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's okay.
But if you would like to email us and tell us to shut up about how great it is to record stuff, but don't tell us to shut up. Wait. We're not done yet, Taft. We have an email. I completely forgot.
Do we?
Because we don't usually get emails.
No, we don't.
You can send your emails to thecollegegamershow@gmail.com for those of you who wish to surprise us with an email.
They are
every
always
week.
much appreciated.
Exactly. I bumped my mic. Oops. That's.
For future reference, don't bump the mic.
I'm sorry. Don't pimp slap the mic.
Don't bump yourself.
I should. You know what? I should make a bumper sticker. It says "Don't pimp slap the mic."
I'm sorry. Pimp hand strong. I can't help it.
Sorry,
You know?
that's all right. We actually got an email from Adam. He's actually been on the show before.
Yeah.
He is upgraded from listener / guest host to correspondent.
There we go.
In the field.
Okay.
Yeah, so we actually got an email with some tips for those of you who play Pokemon Go, which I think this is a really good time because as we go back to campus is very packed with the Pokestops.
I will probably start picking Pokemon Go back up on Monday.
Exactly. So yeah, he has some tips for us. 6 of them actually, and some of these I didn't know. So I hope other people get a pick out of this. So Taft, the first one is do not use Stardust until you have the highest possible amount. Apparently, the higher level you are, the harder it is to power up Pokemon since the power cap increases at every level. So would you agree with that? Save up Stardust.
I mean, I don't use Stardust like ever. So
I gotcha. Well, you can increment power ups rather than like one level.
I know.
Okay.
I just don't ever use it.
I gotcha. All right. So the second one is be selective with how you use your Pokemon candy. Evolving Pokemon is handy for getting experience leveling up in gym battles, but it also requires a lot of candy usually. It is if you use too much, then just like Stardust, if you need to do a lot of power up at a Pokemon at the same time, basically he says like don't use it all at once and like be careful basically.
So yeah, common sense.
Probably level up your higher level Pokemon.
Yeah, common sense.
Exactly. Wow, Taft.
I mean, I'm just saying that's common sense.
I got you. It makes sense. I've never thought Pokemon Go this strategically before. Level up as quickly as possible. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You want to get up there, get better Pokemon. This I thought was interesting. The lucky egg evolving trick.
Yeah.
What?
I know this one.
All right. Oh, Taft.
You save up your evolutions until you can just do a ton of evolutions, and you use your lucky egg. That way you can get double the experience for it.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for explaining that to me, Taft.
You're welcome.
The Eevee name trick. Apparently, what you name your Eevee increases the chance of evolving a certain Pokemon.
Yeah, it's funny because it doesn't always work, and so every once in a while you'll go online and somebody will post a picture of like a Flareon with the name Sparks, which should have given him the electric one, Jolteon, but he got a Flareon instead, and so he's just like, what the crap?
Apparently, if you want a Jolteon, you call it Sparky.
Sparky, that's it.
If you want a Flareon, you call it Pyro, and if you want a Vaporeon, you call it Rainer. Well, like Rainer, like rain.
Yeah.
So for those of you who want certain ones, I kind of like the randomness of it.
Me too. I did it one time just so I could get the Jolteon because I had the Flareon and the Vaporeon already. So
I got you. And for our last one, catch everything and visit every Pokestop possible.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend going to every Pokestop possible because that might be very expensive traveling all over the world. But probably just ones in your local area.
If you can afford it.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, I foresee Pokemon Masters, like, I don't know.
Did you know that there are actually Pokemon that are like specific to different country, like nations?
Yeah, it's like region locked.
Yeah.
I understand that Europe and like Asia probably have different Pokemon than the United States. I thought that was really interesting. That's really cool. So yeah, those are your 6 tips for those of you who are going into your college year, looking to level up as a Pokemon Master.
Yep.
That's good because Adam's like 20 something, which is insane.
I'm like level 16.
Level 16. I am like level 8.
Nice.
So go me. I haven't been playing as often though. So whatever. All right. Well, now I think that's a show. Let me check the show notes just in case.
Double check.
All right. I think that's it. Awesome. All right. Well, if you want to send an email to this here show, you can contact us through the email collegegamershow@gmail.com. Me and Taft are both on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter through the Twitter handle Blue Cows with the Z, BLUECOWZ. Taft's Twitter is
Taft Faust 8.
All right, you can find us on Facebook through the College Gamers Podcast Facebook page. It's just the College Gamers Podcast, nothing too fancy there. The live stream is usually around 5:30 every Saturday Central Time. For those, you can just like watch out on the Facebook and my Twitter account. I usually post it there. We try to stay, about the same time. But sometimes something comes up and we have to move time. But that happens every show, whatever. If you want to support the show, if you like what we do, if you get some sort of a laugh out of it because you feel sorry for us, or if you get a laugh out of it because you enjoy what we say, I strongly, not suggest, but it'd be really cool if you
recommend.
Recommend. There we go. It'd be really cool if you gave back to us by maybe going to iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts and giving us a good review so that other people can find our show and
preferably 5 stars.
Spread the joy. Yes, 5 stars. You can find us on Patreon. I don't pimp that enough, actually.
No.
But you can find us on Patreon. I figure it's just another place.
You could give us your money.
Yeah. But just give us a review. That's the free way.
That's the one we really, honestly, we probably want that more than the money,
Definitely.
Money helps,
definitely.
but like the ratings help a little bit more, actually.
What was that word you were going to say? Would you say publicity?
No.
No?
No.
That wasn't the word you were going to say?
No. Actually, that word didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah. So, other than that, I think that's it. Lately I've been trying to do some writing, like posting articles every Tuesday and Thursday, on bluecowradio.com where you can find everything. Last week I didn't do that because of everything that happened, but I've been trying to do that every week. So check that out, bluecowradio.com. I usually run a Twitter poll for my Thursday posts. So, you can, go, interact that way over there. And I think that is it. Taft, that was a show.
That's a show.
I think we're done. All right. Well, we will thank y'all for listening, and we will catch y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Later.
This has been a Blue Cow Radio production. Find more at bluecowradio.com.